April 10th, 11th, April 11th, 2024. Here with the live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Whew. My Heat got whooped last night. But the Marlins flexing their muscles. Ryan Weathers, a machine out there. Jay, back on the Marlins?
No.
Not ready to dip your toe back in the water? Because we cashed big yesterday on them. So reverse run line. It was just, it doesn't get much better.
Damn. Breaking news. I hate to start the show in this manner. OJ just died.
OJ Simpson?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, the juice.
Yeah.
Crazy life that guy had, huh?
Yeah, crazy one.
Whoa, man. I mean, you guys probably weren't alive the night they broke into the finals for the Bronco chase. It was the NBA finals going on and the Bronco chase on the split screen. It was the trial all summer.
It was that? Was that
the OJ trial?
No, I'm saying, was it like July 11th or July 9th or something like that?
I don't know, but the
because I remember the 30 for 30 documentary they did on it.
I don't see it on ESPN.
I'm seeing it all over Twitter.
It's all over Twitter, but that doesn't mean anything.
No, it doesn't. But let's see here. Yeah, TMZ. TMZ's got it.
Wow.
Damn.
After a cancer battle.
Wow. It's crazy.
To be honest, didn't know he was 76.
I believe it because the 2,000-yard season was 72, 73. No, it was actually after that. I think it was 74. So it was like in that range. The electric company with the juice.
Yeah.
That was like around that time. But so here's the crazy thing about the juice, right? Is that college, one of the best players of all time. NFL, one of the top players of all time. He went over 2,000 yards. He did it in a 14-game season on a lousy team. You know, it's like, I mean, he was unbelievable. And then, of course, the after, the O.J. Simpson trial was just defined a decade, really. It defined the 90s. It was the event of the 90s. All the characters, involved in the trial. Like, if you saw the end of Curb Your Enthusiasm, it ended with the trial. If you saw Seinfeld, it ended with the trial. And a lot of that is based on the O.J. trial, which was... these cast of characters, the Kato Kalin, who is like living in the back house, is like, imagine like having a guy that just lives in your back house and now he's testifying at the trial. OJ claims, right, that he was chipping with his 5-wood in his front yard. And everyone's like, how in the hell is he chipping with a 5-wood? And then it's like, but people that know golf, right? He was a member at Riviera Country Club. Kikuya grass makes sense, right? That he's chipping with the 5-wood, in his front yard. It's crazy. They find the glove, the Bruno Magli shoes, it's just all these different things like came to the forefront. Al Cowlings, Mark Furman. Marcia Clark, Chris Darden. It was an amazing thing. Judge Ito.
Yeah.
It was a circus.
It
was every day, all summer.
Yeah.
Johnny Cochran was just, Johnny Cochran, Alan Dershowitz, and Barry Sheck, just, if you've never seen like real lawyers lawyered up, these guys were just, Anyway, sorry, Chris.
No. I'm just going to say, if anybody was looking for like a crazy, just how accurate the representation was of like a non-documentary, that American Crime Story, The People versus O.J. Simpson, was fantastic. And it's like you can get if you're not into documentaries, but you kind of want, and you're not familiar with this, but you kind of want to, see what everything here was like, and just I'm trying to figure out how to say it, like get an idea for what this was without the heaviness of a documentary. This was the perfect way to do it. It was so well done with Cuba Gooding Jr. Yeah, one of my favorite things I've ever watched.
The big things from the trial, the gloves. They have him try on the gloves, but he's got rubber gloves underneath, so the gloves they don't fit. And then it was all
if the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
You must have quit. And Johnny Cochran so he had OJ's disguise was like a ski cap with like dark clothes and stuff. At his closing argument, Johnny Cochran takes out his ski cap and he puts it on his head, but he puts it just barely on his head, and it's like sideways, just like hanging up the side of like this. And he's like, Does anybody not recognize me?" It was unbelievable. Oh, and then the big thing was, it was like that they tried to set the time frame of how everything happened, and there was a cup of ice cream that was sitting on the thing, and the police officers, during their documentation of the crime scene, which was absolutely botched, right? The whole thing of the crime scene was totally botched. But one of the things that they said at the crime scene was that the ice cream wasn't fully melted. But it was later revealed that it was cookie dough ice cream from Ben & Jerry's that had large chunks of cookie dough in it. So actually the ice cream had melted, and what they saw in there was the chunks of cookie dough. So when they were setting the time frame, of when it all happened. So it was just totally botched. The drops of blood, and they had Barry Sheck on there, who was, just unbelievable it was the first time we really saw the DNA evidence. And it was like Barry Sheck, sitting there with these drops of blood saying, is it a 1 in 30 million chance is it a 1 in 30 million chance that it's not him? Yes, it is. But it's a 1 in 30 million chance. There is a chance, Yeah. It was like, it was just unbelievable.
I think a lot of people would consider that to be the case that really pushed forensic testing to the forefront.
Oh, yeah. And Robert Shapiro, and of course the Kardashians all came out of that because Robert Kardashian was OJ's best friend, and he read the letter from OJ when OJ was thought he was going to kill himself. Did you hear OJ died? Yeah. No, I didn't. I don't think he killed himself. I just said
no.
Cancer.
And then they had the other family, of the guy who.
Ron Brown. No, Ron. Goldman. No.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
And his father was on the warpath, and then her sister, Nicole's sister. So, who lives near his old house is Al McMorty, and and he said that they leveled the place, just rebuilt over it, massive lot. But OJ was he was on Monday Night Football. He was an analyst on Monday Night Football. He was in Police Academy movies, He was hilarious in the Police Academy. Nordberg. Anyways, where's the jam set?
Sorry,
How about the playoffs, man, Jay? It's crazy, the NBA playoff race, right? It's still a lot to be decided, man. 2 days left.
I know. My Mavs and the Clippers, that's what I'm focused on right now, man. I can't wait for that because it's really the only one that's locked in.
But you got a shot at the home court at the 4 seed still. If
barely, we need the Clippers to lose out.
Right, and you got to win out, and they got to lose out, but still got a chance.
Yeah.
And then there's there's a lot of other stuff. I mean, look at where the Cavs have dropped and the Magic.
Yep. This Pelicans tonight is humongous. For seeding purposes, Kings only a half game up on the Lakers for that 8th spot. And then the Pelicans only, I think, a half game up on the Suns for that for the 7 spots. That's 7-6. So it's a lot going on in the NBA, man. The last couple of days. I guess this is what the NBA wanted, adding the play-in tournament. It has made the end of the season more interesting. Still some lousy games out there, but some meaningful. So I mean, that's fun to watch. This Pelicans-Kings tonight might be like a playoff game.
I've never been a big fan of expanding playoffs, but in Major League Baseball and in the NBA, it's made it more interesting down the stretch for sure. You know, and in the NBA, it's decided who's in, but there's just a lot of scrambling going on. In baseball, it was decided like on the last day of the season. It's crazy.
Thoughts
One
on
postponement today in baseball. It's the Tigers and the Twins.
before you into it, thoughts on Adam Silver with this whole Jonte Porter situation? Say it's a cardinal sin what he committed and could result in banishment from the league. Have you been following that at all?
No.
So Jonte Porter, brother of Michael Porter Jr., played for the Raptors, and they're investigating him on accusations of tampering, like basically fixing games.
There ain't no investigation needed. He did it. He posted it too. That's the crazy part. So this is what he did. He bet the under on himself like almost a couple times.
And he played for 2 minutes, enough to get himself for any prop betting to be verified. And then he went to the trainer and said, "I got diarrhea and need to leave the game. I'm done."
So I wonder what books he made the bets at.
Apparently, it was like a 1% increase on like his like action being taken on his props with like I don't know the book specifically, but enough to throw up a flag and then be investigated. And yeah. I just think it's crazy that Adam Silver's like, oh, it's a cardinal sin. There's nothing worse in our game. And I'm like, there's probably a few things that could actually happen, but it's just that this has been happening more and more.
Nah, that's criminal. That is as criminal as it gets.
But I'm just saying, I know, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying to basically say it like there's nothing that's worse than that, like zero.
Well, how about this, Chris? Worse. If he comes forward with it and he says he's doing it.
Oh,
How many other guys out there are doing it?
That's true, and I'm saying we've already seen Tim Donaghy go to jail for doing it with refereeing. But I'm just saying, Adam Silver's just got to choose his words a little bit to say that, like, basically say there's nothing worse than that.
DraftKings couldn't happen to nicer guys.
Like FanDuel, we got you.
Yeah.
I don't know. For the integrity of the game, that might be.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. I'm okay. Fine, I'll just say it. Like if somebody killed somebody, to say that fixing your fixing the under is worse than killing somebody. I don't know.
How about Ron Artest running into the stands and punching a fan?
Yeah. That's the only point I was just trying to make. That I just think that Adam Silver should just choose. But I get where Jay's coming from. That you have to maintain the integrity of the game. But I think it was just now that we're talking about sports betting being a lot more prevalent that this was eventually going to come up. It's just that now it's finally come to a head with somebody and they got caught.
It's Giannis's brother also.
No, it was Michael Porter's brother.
But anytime this stuff comes up now, it's like...
Yeah, they're going to call. They're fixed.
Well, the Donaghy thing, I mean, it was such a small percentage.
Yeah.
Differential.
I think Jonte Porter, it was like $1 million.
Man.
Yeah.
Big money.
Well, didn't they say his net worth for his career was like $2 million?
Mm-hmm.
Just hope it was worth it.
Hope it was worth it.
Anyways, carry on. Sorry.
Mother. I hope it was worth it. Oh, man. Anyways. Yeah, we got NBA and Major League Baseball. Oh, excuse me. I just ate my breakfast on the show.
Pulling a me.
New nutritionist got me starving over here. But trying to get back in shape. I'm getting close. I'm way close. It's definitely happening. Week and a half in, I'm starving to death. Costi will be here tomorrow. Speaking of starving to death.
K Diddy.
We'll start with Major League Baseball since the games are mostly day games today. We got the Braves and the Metropolitans 12:20, and we've got the Reds and the Brew Crew. You guys were bad mouthing the Brewers on the show. I had a premium pick on the run line on the shit going. Yeah, sometimes on the show it's like when other people are bashing your guys.
It's tough.
It's tough, to sit there and bite your tongue. A lot of times I fire back. I can't help myself, but I bit my tongue on the Brewers.
That's what Jay and I did when it was that Yankees-Diamondbacks game, I think, when he went back and forth at each other. I think I was just like, I messaged him after. I was like, sorry, I have the Yankees in my play of the day. He's like, oh, okay, I get it.
Oh, it happens. Like I never look at anybody else's plays until the only time I ever look is at the end of the night to make sure that everything got graded and done. But I'm not really a looker at people's plays. But yeah, I had the Brewers run line yesterday as one of my plays. So we got so Chris, who do you like here? Mets, Braves, and Reds, Brewers.
Well, considering that, I liked the Mets yesterday with the same matchup and they just carried it over, I'm going to stick with the Mets here for the same reasoning. I know Jose Quintana has been prone to getting hit here and there, but I still think that the Mets, have some early season value while we could still catch it. I mean, this is still a lineup that's got, Francisco Lindor, Francisco Alvarez, Pete Alonso, guys like that, and it's still a talented lineup that just hasn't been able to put the wins in the win column. And I think against a guy like Alan Winans, they could definitely do that today. Don't get me wrong. The Braves are, going to be fine. They're probably going to go on a 27-5 run in the next month and a half.
Headed to Miami tomorrow.
Yeah, so they're gonna rattle off a huge win streak at some point. Probably be 30 games above 500 by the All-Star break, but I still think that they're, going to get off to a little bit of a slower start. I mean, we've seen it with a couple teams this season, and you're still giving me some decent odds with the Mets here. I'll take the Mets and the plus money. And in that Cincinnati game, I lean towards the Brewers. I like Freddie Peralta a lot, and I think
like him.
I more than like him. I love him.
I
love him. Freddie Peralta's always been one of my guys, and against teams that he could strike out, I think he's strikeout dependent. So I think the Reds, with how they like to swing away at Great America, I think they can. I think Freddie Peralta can miss some bats here and get himself a win. I like the over on the Freddie Peralta strikeout prop.
That Braves game, I passed on it yesterday. I'm gonna pass on it again. I don't love it. I just don't see much value in it. What I do like though, give me Acuna for his first home run of the season today. He gets on the board. I like Acuna to go yard on Quintana, or maybe on the bullpen. But I think he's due. I can see him going deep. In that Reds Brewers, I'm gonna take Freddie P too. I like Freddie P. I don't know if I love him like Chris does, but I do like him as well. Brew Crew hey man, Wayne Scott last year told me the Brewers one of his favorite money making teams because they always just get really good value. They just fly under the radar. And I mean, ever since then, he opened my eyes to the Brewers, and I like them. I think that's another spot where they short price kind of sign me up. We hit that Ellie De La Cruz home run yesterday too. It barely got over, but it got over. I don't know if I'm going to go back to that, but I like the Acuna home run, and I like the Brewers here.
I kind of like the Braves in this one. I think they get it done late, and I'm with you guys on the Brewers. I think it's a layup. Brewers head to Baltimore. The Reds head to Chicago. South side. South side.
White Sox.
Yep. Hey, Chris Flexen's starting.
We need to get you one of those their City Connect jerseys, the South Side. We need to get you one.
Chris Flexen's starting tomorrow.
You want a name on the back, or you just want just no name?
Well, it's got to be Fetty or Flexen. Or Mitch.
Okay.
88.
Why?
Dez.
We're gonna get Mitch one that just says it's not gonna just say Mitch. It's gonna say Mitch from Pick Dogs, and it's gonna be like, you know how the long names like sort of arc over the numbers.
Well, we got the Rangers against the A's. A little tough one here for Jay. Is guy JP Sears is pitching for the A's against his team. And then you got, the Hunter Brown show. They had pushed it back a day. Royals were my top play yesterday. And it was like, let's put it this way. I fell asleep on the couch watching the game, and I didn't miss anything. It was like 138-0 when I fell asleep. Brady Singer on the bump, trying to make a little bit of a comeback here against the most overrated pitcher outside of Kevin Gausman, Hunter Brown. Jay, what do you think of these two?
What the hell's Kevin Gausman catching strays on a Thursday? That's not fair.
I'm not a Gausman guy. Everyone knows it.
I know you're not, but still.
Hey, man. I got to go see JP firsthand today. I'll be in attendance 1:30. I love day games. I'm going.
Maybe you'll get on TV and you can do another Where's Jay?
Yeah, I might.
Let's talk about the show for a second. What happened there with Romanelli? Totally. I wanted to do it live on the air, but
so he kind of kicked my ass. It kind of should have been worse than that. I underestimated him. He's better than I thought he was. So it's not one of my top games.
He's younger than you are. He's younger than you are, so he's got. He's in that wheelhouse.
It's a game I'm trying to get better at, but hey, started out. He loaded the bases on me first inning. I got out the gym. He ended up winning 5-1. It was a good game. I'm going to have something for him next game. He pitched well, and I kind of got out of a few jams. They could have been worse. It wasn't. He hit 2 bombs. That's kind of what separated. He hit 2 home runs. So yeah, he got me yesterday. But then we played co-op together, and we whooped some dudes. So it was a good day.
Sounds like a productive afternoon. As I said on yesterday's show, that's how Pick Dogs does it: smoking dope and playing video games, working hard. Chris complains about this job. It's like he's the only one to play it. It's like
timeout.
It's like you smoke
I
dope,
get to go to Vegas like 3-4 times a year.
Watch and bet on sports and play video games.
How
hard is this?
And in 2020, we got to do both. We got to bet on people playing video games. How the hell? I am never going to complain about this job. Are you kidding?
I believe they have professional video game players. Right?
They do. Yeah, they do.
Actually, a good friend of mine actually owns like the place that hosts like all the big tournaments. I don't know if they play these ones, but he's like way into this stuff. Like he owns GameWorks, and he owns a few of those things like that. Good friend of mine, one of my best friends. Probably hook you up in the stadium, play against those guys.
Yeah, it's levels to that game and shit. It's levels. There's a couple games I'm good at, like 2K, Madden. I think I can run 2K for sure. I can run with the best of them. But like the show and even Madden, there's levels.
Didn't they have a game like a tournament on ESPN for that?
Oh yeah, they have them all the time. You'd be surprised.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how big they are.
Oh no, I know how big they are.
Yeah, it's huge. In that other game, though, I'm gonna take Brady Singer. I think there's just tremendous value in fading the Astros right now. It's almost like riding a bike. Just fade the Astros, fading their ass. Y'all know that though. Y'all can add me on PlayStation. I'll put it in the chat in a second what my name is. And if you want to run when I'm on, hit me up. But yeah, Rangers run line here. I know John Gray on the mound. I know he's not everybody's favorite, but again, the Rangers offense, I think they got hot yesterday. JP is my guy. I know I love me some JP, man, but I think he's in trouble. We'll see. Give me the Rangers run line.
I'm fading Hunter Brown. Everyone knows I love fading Hunter Brown, man. He is one of those overrated guys. I don't like guys with the world of potential. I don't. I just hit the button. I feel like I'm flashing. It's like Christmas over here. But, yeah, I'm fading him. I'm taking Singer in the Royals. I had the Royals yesterday. I loved them. But I'm back on them. And
this might be a Royals program this year, huh?
They could be our new Los Serpientes.
They might be.
At least we're going to find out a lot more about the Royals and the Pirates and some of these teams as we get closer to the All-Star break.
Right.
It takes a while.
Right.
It does. But so far, so good. I think the Rangers-A's is a tough game, but I'll take the Rangers on get out of town day. Usually those are the better team usually wins those.
Got Houston on deck going to H-Town. Smash them.
I think the Rangers have won a ton in a row at Houston, just like the Astros had that going.
I ain't gonna lie. I need to make one. I don't know which one I need to make. So
with Framber going on the DL, the Astros pitching staff is in big trouble. Big trouble. Because now if you have Framber, you have Verlander, McCullers, you have basically an all-star team of pitchers all on the injured list. It's too much.
And now you got JP France, Hunter Brown out there and shit.
I see London. I see Pants. I see JP France.
Chris looked like he's going to take the Astros.
Yeah. Are you?
What? No. God, no. give me the Kansas City Royals here. Brady Singer at times has been inconsistent, but last year he was a lot more consistent at home. I've always said, up to this point, the times that I'm going to back the Kansas City Royals with confidence is going to be against right-handed pitchers that give up a lot of hard contact, and that's what Hunter Brown has done this season. Last year when he faced the Royals, he gave up 6 runs in the same stadium, or I think he gave up 4 home runs. So I'm going to take Kansas City there, and I'm going to take the Rangers as well. I like the over in that game as well, though. For how much I've said that.
I need to bring a glove to the park?
Absolutely. Bring
yes.
2.
All right, bet.
Bring 2.
I caught one last year from my guy Mitch Garver. Let me see if I can get me one this year.
Depending on where you're sitting, I think you have a good chance of catching an Adolis bomb today.
Ooh, turn me up. I need to put that in, Adolis home run?
I think so. And you know what? If you're looking for a little bit of a longer shot, I would go either Adolis, probably for the short odds, or Evan Carter.
Evan did hit one the other day, his first one.
Yeah, so usually they come in threes in short time frames. But I just think that, JP Sears, well, I said before that he and Paul Blackburn are usually Oakland's best shot at a win from starting pitching. I think I said it last time JP France started. Hasn't been the case. I mean, they lost 75% of his starts to close out last year. He lost both of his starts to close out this year. Sears has been getting teed off on. My only concern for John Gray is that he struggled in this matchup at home last year, and he's been a better pitcher, I think, on the road going back to last year. But
Cubs. sure.
I still think he's the better pitcher here with obviously the much better lineup behind him. So give me the Rangers here, but I think I like the over in this game, maybe a little bit more.
T. Wills, I don't know if Jankowski in the lineup today. I don't know if they posted the lineup yet.
MLB.com always has it. Let's see.
Apparently, there's concern that Cincinnati might get postponed today.
The Brewers.
Yeah,
Freddie Peeps.
Because they haven't released any lineups yet.
Yeah, but yesterday they
I'm not saying it well. I'm just saying that there's delay, so that's the concern.
We won't be listening to your nonsense any longer.
Wow, you know what? I love you too.
Let me see if Jankowski in the lineup because I kind of like Jankowski. I don't know if it's him or Leote in that lineup today though.
Checking. Whoa, you got a lot of good bobbleheads going on there at Texas this year. I saw that Evan Carter bobblehead there.
No, there's a lot going on there. I missed yesterday. They gave away the trophy yesterday, but the thing is, a lot of people they're gonna just sell them.
Yep, they're probably on eBay right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to get it.
It's just like they gave away a little pig.
Chris is gonna keep bringing up the little pig.
100%.
So the starting bids on these are $89, and I see one for $195.
Yeah,
$136, $175. Here's one for $118.
The little trophy from yesterday?
Yeah, $149, $137. These are going to come down to like $30.
Yeah, they are. They're going to come down. They just taxed them because it was yesterday.
Yeah, these are going to come down.
I'm going to give me one, though.
I've seen these things out there for other teams. All right, what are we up to? Got Chris bad vibing us and more rainouts. All right, our last game's here. We got the Red Sox and the Orioles and the Phillies and the Pirates. I'm all over the Pirates, man. I think the Phillies are straight ass. They've been slow starters and a terrible bullpen. Their big sluggers are swinging and missing, mostly missing. And I think this is, the Orioles, the Red Sox are one of the worst home teams over the last couple of years. I like Grayson Rodriguez in this one, G-Rod, to get it done as well. Even though when we were in Vegas the first time, Jay was bad-mouthing him when he was pitching against, I don't know who he was pitching against. Didn't like him. He was in-game and against his ass.
I don't like no Grayson Rodriguez. He overrated. Overrated.
Jay loves an in game. He likes the in game.
I love a good in game. I think the in game is where the books are most vulnerable. Really.
Oh, absolutely. Live betting is where they're the most vulnerable.
Yeah, because you get the vibe of what's going on, and they can't really. They got to stick to their true nature and make the line what it kind of should be, and so you can get that.
Also, there's vulnerabilities as far as timing on those too.
Mm-hmm.
They're all over the place on the timing of those bets. So certainly some problems.
I do love me a good live bet. Mitch and Roof and watching March Madness. Where'd Jay go? My shit, I'm at the window. Live bet. Let me get
yeah.
Let me get
I yelled at Jay because I'm like, why didn't you tell me you were playing this?
I'd be like, my bad, bro. I'll be moving, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, I turn to my left and be like, hey, Jay, you want this last chicken strip? Wait, where'd he go? And then I just see smoke, like the little, like when in Scooby Doo when it's like they run so fast, there's like a cloud of smoke shaped like him left behind. That's exactly what happened with Jay. He was gone so fast to the betting window. It's ridiculous. Yep. It's hilarious, but it was great.
Hilarious. We'll be in Vegas for the opening of the NFL season.
Yep.
The return to Vegas.
Dragging me back out, man. They just.
What?
I mean,
we'll be back. We'll probably be back 2 or 3 times before then. I know I'll be back in July. I know I'll be there in August for Bet Bash for sure. I'll be there in. I don't know if there's another fight or something. I'm up for it. Any good fights coming up?
I'm kicking myself that I didn't go for. I think that's where it is. A UFC 300.
Yeah, that's Saturday. There's nothing we can do about that.
No, I know. I'm just saying I'm kicking myself that I didn't make it out there for that.
I'll kick you.
Okay.
Come on over. Jay and I'll kick you too. You don't have to kick yourself.
There's
anymore.
plenty to kick.
You don't have to kick anymore. Usually those fights are in June, July. Title fight. Juan Francisco Estrada versus Jesse Bam Rodriguez. That's in June. Mike Tyson. Oh, this is a J fight. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. That's at Arlington, Texas.
It's in my city too. Yeah, it's in my city too. I don't know if I'm gonna go though. Like, I don't know, bro. People keep asking me if I want to go. I don't know, bro. It's so gimmicky. Like, do I really want to go to that gimmicky shit? Like,
it's also it's a big place to watch a fight, man. You could be miles from the ring.
Work.
You know.
I might gotta use my newfound connection and see what it is. No, I'm just playing. Gotta save those.
Chris, what was your NBA play of the day yesterday?
Muted. You're muted.
Sorry, there we go. Yeah, it was the Mavs. Even prior to the line move.
Oh, you did. You were crying yesterday. I got 6.
Wow.
I got 6.
What the hell? Jesus.
I was like, man, Roof, tighten up, man. They got you. They got us.
I know they did, but it's like, never mind.
I'm gassing it. He went like,
Yeah.
He was a little bitch about it. You're right.
Hey. Jeez. Calm down.
Hey, we haven't talked about Jay's Yankees Dodgers parlay there yesterday.
Stop it.
Hey, man.
You know, you call that squares got crushed.
It's been a rough week for me in baseball, man. I ain't gonna lie.
If you guys took like my regular picks on the show that I gave out yesterday, I bet them all. I was up $10,100. I bet. I mean, because I took all those reverse run lines and dogs, and they all hit. They all hit. The only one I lost was the White Sox, and it was the last inning, the bottom of the end. It was the only one that I lost, and that was my parlay. Remember, it was Twins, White Sox, Marlins. Man, that would have been a monster.
The thing about baseball is you gotta forget yesterday even happened.
Oh yeah. Just when a team is skating right along, just when they look unbeatable, that's when Ryan Weathers comes in and busts them up something fierce. I mean, that is exactly how it happens, man. It's like
baseball. NBA, I feel like, the trends, teams kind of go through stretches and you know exactly who they are through that stretch. Baseball, like Mitch says, out of nowhere, Ryan Weathers goes out there against the hottest team in baseball, the Yankees, and just
carves them up, man. And the thing is that for me, and I've been this way always in the baseball standings, when you look at it, I usually hang right around that 50% mark, but I'm mostly at plus money. So it's like, gets it done. Like, I have all the people on the leaderboard, I might have the worst record, but I'm not worse than units. But you see guys that are ahead of me, even I think Jay Yang, he's like 19 games over 500 to get to that mark where he is. You know, for me, it's like if I could get to 52%, I can pass them. It's like they ain't gonna take much. I'm moving. We coming. I'm peaking in now on the yearly leaders. I'm peaking in the bottom. I've been right on that line. Like I said, it's like people, they don't know because it's like when you're below it, you can't see me. But it's like I know I'm right there. You know, I'm right on that line. So I just need a little. Anyways, talk about that shit some other time. Love me some Jared Jones. Chris, who you taking?
I lost me a little ground in that, but I'm still right there.
Oh yeah, it's we're a dozen games into 162 games.
No, I was talking about the yearly.
Oh, yeah, but the thing is that you're always going to have choppiness, and it's like the whole idea is like if you go from up 3,000 to up 2,000, it's way better than going from 0 to down 4,000. You know, it's way better because it's like at least you're in the game, and it's like you can bounce from that. You'll have another hot run over the course of the season, but if you're dug in that deep hole, very, very hard to get out. You got to like chip, and when your nature when you're in the hole is to
chase,
which I love chasing. I mean, I could sit here and pontificate all I want about like discipline and whatever, man. You know, things go awry. I chase.
It's a degenerate in us all.
Well, I enjoy it. You know, I have other betting that I do that I don't, so I don't have to worry about that. This is my degenerate betting.
Right.
But I still try and win. I still win a lot of times.
Nah, you just be up here talking, giving us losers. That's what you be doing.
That's what I do. Fade. That's all I do is lose. That old guy. The thing is, man, everyone that calls me old guy, I only got one news for you, man. When you're my age, send me a picture and let's do a comparison. See what you look like when you're my age. Believe me, you're gonna look like shit. Trust me. You know, I think we're gonna be laughing about it. My mother lived to be like a zillion, and she looked way younger than she ever was. My grandmother and my great aunt lived to be over 100. It's like I got good genes, man. I'm gonna be looking young all the way into the ground. Younger than I am, at least.
Yes, sir.
Jay too. But I think his father is young. Like I met his father, I'm like, man, he could be, but he is young, right? So he is. That's why he looks young. Okay. But I think also he is one of those people that just just going to look young, too. I bet your grandfather looks young. I think I did see him. I think he did look young for his age. It's just the way that is. How old does Chris look?
Oh, God.
With the beard, without the beard. Without the beard.
Oh, without the beard, I look like a thumb.
Like Rod? Rod without the beard?
Yeah, that's a close comparison.
Rod's one of those people that he should just keep the beard.
Yeah.
I don't say that about everyone, but I think for Rod, it's a good one.
Yeah, Mitch. I don't think Mitch can picture me without a beard, or at least it's been a while that you've seen me without one.
I've had the beard, man. I've had the beard.
Mitch with a beard?
Yeah. I've shown it on here.
Yeah, in his words, the chicks dig it.
What the? Nah, that's great.
Jason, you're like, I didn't even know if hair grew on those parts of you.
Take a picture of that, send that to me. Hold on. Nah. That's not you.
Yes, it is. Look, there's my signature right on that card.
It's like you just photoshopped a picture of Seth Rogen on here.
Yeah.
ID card.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
See, I was young, man.
I I've seen that one.
Yeah,
I've seen.
I was young too, man. Believe me, I was young also.
Yeah.
You know, I just like all these people. They say, "Oh man, you're old." It's like, dude, I was young too, man. And trust me, when you're my age, you're not gonna look this good. I already know it. Because you know why? I've been to my high school reunion. All due respects to the people in my high school class. Respectfully. Y'all look like shit. I'm just kidding. Let's see what we got. I'm going to send this over to Jay. All right. Where are we at? Who's up?
I think it's me here. For these last couple, I'm going to go with the Pirates here. Ranger Suarez's ERA at home last year, double what it was on the road, 5.45 at home, 2.75 on the road. So I think he struggles at home here against the Pirates team. I think I'm ready to buy back into. I mean, 6-1 on the road, 9-3 straight up this season. I like what I've seen from Jared Jones, 17 strikeouts, 2 walks. So give me the Pirates there, and give me the Orioles as well. I like what I've seen from Grayson Rodriguez. Even in a hitter-friendly ballpark like Fenway, I still think he has a good enough start here. The Orioles still, play their best baseball on the road. Give me the O's here.
Give me the Phillies today. I know it sounds disgusting. I know. But I like him today behind Suarez. I'm gonna fade Jared Jones. I'm also gonna take Nick Castellanos for a home run. Nicky 2 bags. It's part of the theory. Inside source. Nicky 2 bags home run. And then give me y'all know me, man. I got to fade Rodriguez. It's just who I am. it's just what I do. Fade Rodriguez ass. He's overrated. Give me Garrett Whitlock. Whitlock looked good in that last outing. He looked all right. I'm gonna take the Red Sox home dog. Favorite thing there though is the Nick Castellanos home run.
All right. Send it to you, Jay. So you can see it. It's me.
That's insane.
I was probably your age when that picture was taken. Yep. All right.
That's crazy.
Jay's like, that's not you. But it is. Jay's showing everyone. You ever see this shit? I got all kinds of old pictures. I could show you guys. Crazy stuff. All right. NBA short card as well. Chris, you got any old pictures besides your football ones? Those are the best. Those are too easy, Chris. So we would ask you to see the football pictures, but they're too easy.
Yeah, they're too easy. No, I don't take many pictures, to be honest.
We said that the Detroit game was canceled. That's why we didn't even go over it.
Yeah. There is one of me when I was like 4 years old when I had
No,
just like
we
this
don't want that
mass.
one. We want like a high school picture. We're looking for high school.
Oh yeah, then I got nothing.
How about
I didn't.
how about high school graduation to like early 20s?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
You guys start an NBA, I'll look, but I don't think I do.
Jay's so young, all you gotta do is look on his Instagram. We got Jay's like, it's all on AG already. I got the Pistons and the Bulls and the Celtics and the Knicks. Celtics getting ready to rest everyone, get practicing for the playoffs for these Tatum scoring lines. Jay, what do you think?
The Bulls still have something minimal to play for here. Not really, though. The thing is, like, they basically already have the home court advantage against the Hawks. It's just not officially official. But it's official. You know what I mean? So, do we really want to lay 10 points with the Bulls on the road? No, not really. So, I'm going to lean towards the Detroit Pistons there. Chicago, they play up to their competition. They also play down to their competition. That's why they are the Chicago Bulls. And then in that other one, I don't care. I'm on the Celtics money line. Of course, I want to see who's on the court for them. I do want to see who ends up playing for them. I know everybody, their mama, uncle, and auntie is game time decision, but I want to see who plays. The thing is, Celtics have only lost 3 games all season, and the Knicks, they've been disappointing all season in certain spots. The Celtics, they also have kicked the crap out of the Knicks every game this year, winning all 4. I'm sorry. I'll take the Celtics B team against the Knicks right now. I know the Knicks are healthy, but I'm not fading the Celtics, not in Boston where they only lost 3 games. You're going to give me plus money? I know roster manipulation going on right now, but I'm still on the Celtics.
I'm taking the Celtics as well. Every time I've taken the Celtics so far this year, they've lost. So I'm just going to take them as often as I can.
Chill. Chill, man. Go to the Knicks.
Taking the Celtics.
We don't want you today.
I'm going to take the Bulls also against the Pistons. They have something to play for here. So I'm going to take them. The Pistons, not good. Chris?
Mitch, I'd like to personally thank you for jumping on the Celtics today because I'm on the Knicks. So, Jay, have fun with that. All I'm saying is that, I stand by it. I think that, the Celtics seeing the little injuries here with Giannis kind of put a scare into them. Just be like, wait a minute. We got bigger fish to fry here. We got bigger things to play for. That's why, like Jay said, there's a ton of roster manipulation going on with the Celtics here. And the Knicks, they're still fighting for the 3 seed. And I did some digging. The numbers without Julius Randle for the Knicks, as long as they have Anunoby and Brunson on the floor, have actually been pretty good. So this is one of those things where it's just like I can see the Knicks coming out, with some purpose here to try to get a win over the Celtics and try to get a big win to help their standing, but also to just be like, hey, we beat the Celtics, but then Celtics are like, yeah, you beat our B team, so what? So it's kind of like I just think the Knicks are just going to show up here. I just think the Celtics, like I said, they've got title aspirations, and getting someone potentially hurt here would make Joe Mazzulla look like an idiot. So give me the Knicks in this one. And I'm with you guys. I lean towards the Bulls in that other game.
I took the Pistons. I didn't lean towards no Bulls.
Sorry. I stand corrected. You're right. I'm sorry. I lean towards the Bulls here.
Let me ask you a question. It don't make you a little nervous that even with all those injuries, it's only 2.5? Like,
okay, I'll say it like this. It's. I think that a lot of people saw the early lineup too, and kind of imagine that there might have been some manipulation going on here, because I think that's just the long and short of it. I think ever since Boston locked up the 1 seed, you kind of had to expect that it might have had to come somewhere down the line, and then you see all those names pop up as questionable, and it's like all of a sudden the line's now flipped through 0 to the Knicks. Maybe it's like you said, just everybody seeing the roster manipulation and jumping on that and just saying, well, this is the jump off point. This is where it's going to happen. But that's just how I see it.
Do you think this line moves throughout the day when some of this news comes down? So let's say most of these guys do sit. How far do you think it grows? Knicks way? Is my question. My next
I
question.
honestly think it could go as high as 5.
Knicks minus 5. I can kind of see that too.
I don't think it's going to be some gigantic swing to like Knicks minus 7.5, but
Right.
I could see 4.5 or 5 if they decide to sit the majority of the top. If they sit like Tatum, Brown, Porzingis, I could see it moving to 4.5 or 5. If some of these guys play, I expect it to swing back through 0.
For sure. Welcome to April NBA. I said that on the jam session too. Roster manipulation. So I'm just trying to talk it through. I'm just trying to talk it through with Chris and y'all, so y'all can get like both sides, because we sit here, we don't know who playing. We really don't. So we're just trying to, help y'all through it.
It's like Jay said. This is what you have to expect this time of year. And it's just like it's getting. We thought we saw it just like in January when guys are like, oh no, we're just gonna give them a game off. No, this is when it's peak roster manipulation.
Facts. Only a couple more days though, fellas, and then we're in the best time of year, playoff basketball. I can't wait, man. I might cry. I might open the game 1 in the NBA playoffs crying on the jam session.
Don't do it. Don't. Actually, maybe that'd be cinematic. That'd be like Cody Rhodes completing the story cinema.
Right. For sure. What we got next?
Never did I think wrestling would almost make me cry.
I ain't gonna lie, they did their damn thing, man. I keep going back to it, like,
dude. So do I. That's what I'm saying.
Did they thing at WrestleMania, man? They went crazy. Every time I watch it, that doom just sends chills through my body, like.
Yeah. I think he said it yesterday. Michael Cole, generational call when they counted the 3 in that main event. Oh.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
All right. Next up, got the Jazz Rockets, Blazers, Warriors, and Kings Pelicans.
You, sir.
I like the over the Jazz Rockets. The Rockets defense is just, the wheels are off the cart, man. They're allowing 130 points per game. They had like one of the top defenses all season long. They decided to stop playing defense. I like the Warriors against. What's that?
I said, yeah, you were kind of right. They stopped playing defense and just started getting buckets.
Yep, that's pretty much what happened. And then I like the Pelicans against the Kings. I'm not laying points with the Kings anytime soon. I don't care if it's 1 or 50. Not laying it. Chris?
Oh man, I'm staying far away from that Pelicans matchup, but
you got to watch it though. The playoff game.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. But I'm just saying, from a betting standpoint, I'm gonna go with the Warriors, laying the big number against the Blazers. The Warriors 15-5 against the number as a road favorite this season, only behind the Mavs. The Blazers have guys listed as out or out indefinitely, when I think that just means they've shut them down and they're just not putting a title on it. So give me the Warriors there. Still the world to play for. They can still overtake the Lakers. That win last time out was huge. So give me the Warriors laying the big number there.
Jay, exciting segment here.
Yeah. Give me the Houston Rockets to kick the crap out of the Jazz. The Jazz, they've waved the white flag. They haven't been competitive. They've been terrible. They're done. Stick a fork in them. The Rockets, while they are done, and like Mitch said, while they may not be playing defense, them boys still out there playing And I just think this is a game they just run a bad team out of the building. The Rockets can still finish the season with above 500. And I think for a team like that, that'd be huge, you know? Keeps the momentum rolling forward into next year. You know, we just saw them be competitive, even though their season was over against Orlando. The Jazz, they're done. And the Jazz have continuously got aired out. Me and Ruffolo told you about how many times they've been aired out on the road. But if you kind of look at it recently at home, it's kind of been the same thing. So give me Houston. I think they're going to kick the crap out of Utah. I lean Warriors. I don't know if I really want to lay 13.5 with the Warriors right now in this spot. Only because they're pretty much the 10. Like, I mean, a few things can break their way, maybe, but like it's long shots. So like I wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors were up like 17 in this game and then fourth quarter played all their bench guys and then we're relying on bench guys to get us over that number and stay over that number. Late fourth quarter. That's what makes me nervous about the Warriors. No way I'm touching the Blazers. I do lean Warriors on that one. And that Pelicans-Kings game of the night, huge game, fellas. This game is so huge. So much riding on this one playoff game in the West. Like, there's so much shit riding on this game. So much playoff seeding. I'm going Pelicans too, Mitch. We got to trust what we've talked about all season. We can't trust the Kings at home as a favorite. Just can't trust them. I think the Pelicans are the team. I think the Pelicans just are the better team. I know Ingram's out, so I know that kind of knocks the Pelicans down, but the Kings still no Monk, so it's gonna be a hell of a game, man. You know, Sacramento, they're gonna be turned for this one like they always are. Light the beam, of course, they're gonna try to, but I don't think they will. I think they end up losing this game. Leaves the door open for the Lakers to get out of that 9 spot and avoid having to play the Warriors in that win or go home style game. I think we're going to get Kings Warriors in that 9-10 matchup. We're probably going to get it's tough that it's when you look at the Pelicans schedule, man, the seeding basically goes through the Pelicans. The Western Conference seeding goes through the Pelicans. They got the Kings, the Warriors, and the Lakers for the last 3 games. Oh my God. So it's like, it's tough, man. It's super tough. What Pelicans are going to show up? Is it going to be the Pelicans trying to get out of the play-in and, you know, be a legitimate playoff team? Or are they going to fall flat and possibly not even make the playoffs? It's going to be interesting. I'm going to rock with them tonight. We're going to learn a lot about them tonight. I'm going to take the Pelicans here.
All right. Brings us to that section of the show. Tomorrow we have a loaded card, man. Full baseball, full basketball. Just 2 games left for each team starting tomorrow in the NBA season. Everyone plays Friday. Everyone plays Sunday. No games on Saturday, so no jam session. Then we'll have playoff jam session. 4 games per day. We'll know who's playing in those games, everybody. Except for Bradley Beal. Be on load management for the play-in tournament. It's like, you see Beal in the street clothes on science load management. It's like, it's a freaking play-in tournament,
man. Bradley Beal listed out because of rest.
Rest. All right, Chris, what's the parlay?
All right, my parlay will go with the Warriors. I'll go with the Tampa Bay Lightning and the New York Islanders.
Ooh, hockey.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming. Jake?
Celtics. Royals.
Reds Brewers is postponed now.
Celtics, Royals, Stars. 3-teamer.
I'm going to go with Royals, Pirates, and the Pelicans. This is Mitch for Chris and Jay. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow with Costi on a full schedule. So you guys might want to pack a lunch. It's going to be a long show. I know that we got 15 baseball and 15 NBA. So plus parlays. Yep. That's besides the banter. I think we could go 3 tomorrow. So, anyways, thanks everyone for joining us, making a winning day. We're going to try and act more professional tomorrow. And like I said, man, if you're coming to watch the show and you plan on staying, pack a lunch.